Hello and welcome back to Mistworld. We are having a bit of a backstory episode today, um, a- as we're short a couple of players, but we have a special guest filling in as well.
Stop. I'm
So
here all the time.
yes, you are. Uh,
Unfortunately.
this is why. But you are the main character. So on that note, we're doing a backstory of episode of Henry Goodbarrel, played by Lucky, who just spoke. Um,
Welcome.
Welcome. Can you introduce yourself at the tender age of 12, 5 years before the main continuity?
Oh, Henry. Henry, the goodest boy. He is a young, strapping lad just trying to do right by his parents, keep his grades high. I'm assuming that he's the type of boy who doesn't attend school and gets scholars coming in, being that his parents are way
Mhm.
overprotective. But yeah, he's just trying to find his place in the world as every young 12-year-old boy would. Discovering new things, hair in places where there wasn't hair before, like on his neck. Exactly. Um, yeah, no, I think that's he's just
Mhm.
trying to find his place and make some friends and adventures along the way, all while trying to compete with his golden child's brother Dimitri, who is the star of the show all the time.
Excellent. And we also have another familiar voice, Connor. Who are you playing today?
I'm playing Henry.
You
Uh,
are? Oh man, I'll step back.
I'm playing Henry, but Henry Butlerson, which is the the son of the of the butlers which serve Henry Goodbarrel's family. He's
What
rather
can you tell us
tall.
about Henri?
He's rather tall compared to his companion, and
Mhm.
it's all rather short races people, and he bit mischievous. So he's quick on his feet and always seems to sort of leave other Henry um, holding the bag as it is uh, for anything that bad that happens to occur.
Excellent. And then we have our third player, possibly a new voice to some. Damien, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Damien. I'm usually the producer, but I'm stepping in for this one shot, perhaps you could call it. I am playing Xavier Scrumples, a nerdy gnome child friend of Henry, and I don't need to discover any new hairs because I've got hair everywhere. Have had for a long time.
Excellent. So on this, as we open up, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon in the city of Montagna. It's the town where Henry Goodbarrel's family are the burgomasters, the mayors in charge of the town. They're on the Goodbarrel estate, this lovely property with tons of yardage, and they've been asked to stay out of the house by Henri, the butler, for the next few hours. So where are you guys at on the yards and what mischief are you guys getting up to?
I think Henry's put forward the idea that we should pick flowers from the garden bed and try and make daisy chains, but I'm hoping that either of them will be, more manly than Henry is at this age.
Well,
Xavier is sorry. Xavier is studying all the species of insects in the garden and trying to study them to such a degree that he can create some mechanical devices that mimic such things.
obviously, Henry thinks that we should, instead of just studying these silly bugs, is we should go down to the kitchen and take some of the pies that have just been cooked, uh, and we can take the mince from that and eat that and replace it with bugs.
But Henry, that would, one, we're not allowed in the house, and two, that would ruin the pies for everyone. We can't
Yeah,
do
but aren't you
that.
hungry?
I mean, we could eat, but we were told specifically by your pup that we shouldn't go in the house. So I think that we should stay out here and look at the bugs. Xavier, you might have found a nice rhino beetle. Is that right?
It's a beautiful beetle. I love it.
See, look at it. Oh, how's about you just pop a squat right here, Henry, and we can watch the bug crawl together?
The kitchen isn't part of the house. It's on the side of the house, and it's connected with a door, but it's not really a house. You don't sleep in the kitchen. Well, I
Uh, but
not
also,
everyone
As
sleeps.
Henri, don't forget about the peanut butter incident. We don't want that to happen again.
I kind of got in a lot of trouble for that one. So maybe we just put all these ideas of stealing pies aside and let's go make these daisy chains I talked about. I mean, I saw a lovely bunch growing just over there on the other side of the land.
As if by magic, behind Henri, as I refuse to call him by Henry, his mother, uh, his mother appears with a large basket bundle of laundry. All she's heard is that you were talking about stealing some pies. So you get caught with this terrible ear grip. And it's, oh, you good for nothing. I knew I should have put you to work the second rather than letting you have the day off. Here, and she like thrusts this enormous basket of laundry. You and your layabout friends could be useful for once and hang those up and look on the lines. She indicates where there's some laundry lines to the side. And if you're not done in 15 minutes, I'll give you another clip.
Oh,
It wasn't even me.
what? I mean, we
Henry
weren't
was
gonna.
the one talking about the pies.
I wasn't. I mean, I mentioned the pies, but I didn't mean to do anything. It's just...
He just said he was talking about the pies.
She nails both Henrys with the look of that shows how much she believes either of you. Pats Xavier fondly on the head, says, "Such a good boy," reading his book, and then
Thank you.
Henry looks
trundles off.
so jealous of that head pat.
All right,
All right,
off
well
you go.
let's do this really quickly so we can try and get back in the good books with your mom, okay? Yeah, and Henry tries taking the laundry basket off Henry.
No. What's
Wait, I've got a new gadget that can it's a prototype, but I think it can hang laundry.
I
laundry
mean,
hang-
it's
I'll
not
go-
that
I'll-
difficult to hang laundry. I mean, we could just do it, assuming that we
But I
can reach
want
the
to try
line.
my prototype.
Is this one gonna work?
I'm 70% sure this is gonna work.
I mean, that's better odds than last time. So,
Yes.
Henry, how's
I'll go
about
get
you?
it. I'll go get it.
Oh God. All right. Well, I'll make a start on the laundry, and you meet us at the line, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Henry, give me the basket.
Henry clearly has to lift Henry up so Henry can reach the line.
All right. Beautiful. Xavier, did you want to roll with advantage? So that's 3d6 to see how well your
Certainly do.
clothes hanging device works.
Oh dear. That's a 2, a 1, and a 1. So, oh dear.
70%
Thank you.
chance.
Thank you so much for this gift
70%
of
chance
failing.
of
Not only
failure.
failing, but critically failing.
Oh, God.
On a dice
Farewell,
roll with
Xavier.
advantage.
We barely knew you.
No, it's perfect because what happens is so you get this like it's almost like this Acme like contraption with these like what hands coming up and then like fasten and fasten and fasten and fasten.
Yep.
But what you realize too late when it's about 3/4 of the way done is that it wasn't actually loaded with pegs before. So all these items are just like hanging on the line without any pegs on them.
He takes a, and there's a stiff breeze that comes along.
And not only a stiff breeze,
Oh dear.
but a local goose takes a great deal of interest in the Lady Goodbarrel's favorite scarf.
Oh.
Don't you
And,
gander at that scarf, Goose.
Oh god.
and has taken it in their beak and is now running with it away, dragging it through the mud.
Oh God, what do we do? There's no pegs, and there's also a scarf that's being pulled away. Henry, what do we do? And he just starts shaking you.
It's certainly 70% of it worked.
I thought we had a 70% chance. Oh God, the scarf's going over the fence.
And sure enough, the goose has indeed leapt the fence and is heading.
Xavier is just running in circles, panicked. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work?
Great. So, all right. Well, all right, quick.
It's just one scarf. I mean, sure, there's plenty
It's
of
like
scarves.
an
It's not like
heirloom.
your
Henry
mom's gonna-
knows.
Yeah. This is
You
the
will
family.
Your mom's
absolutely.
definitely got to
My
know about
great
that
great grandmother crocheted that. I don't know how to crochet.
one. Maybe
I
you
think
should.
I have a methine for it.
I gotta learn how to crochet.
If you guys can like learn how to, yeah, maybe you could make a new one.
All right, I'm putting my foot down. We need to get that scarf back right now. Come on, guys, come on. Where's my bike? Henry runs around the corner and grabs his tricycle.
All right.
All right,
Um,
let's ride, fellas.
and
Let's go.
somehow all three of you got tricycles because I wasn't expecting this imagery, but I like it.
I assume that the
I feel
tricycle
like
is just
I'm
a
too old
human-sized
for a
tricycle.
tricycle at this
Yeah, no,
point.
you ride a bike.
Yeah.
I get your old tricycle.
Henri drives a bike, and Xavier and Henry both ride tricycles alongside.
A bike has like the cards in the spokes to make the cool sounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Henry's sitting there thinking, God, Henry's such a badass. One day I will be like that too.
And yours is like pink tassels on the handlebar.
Yeah.
And it's weird because he doesn't even have a sister, I don't think.
I picked this color myself.
What?
It's so pink.
I've got like a skull on the front and just trying to look really cool and really failing.
Do you have like a tricycle that's a chopper, basically?
Yes. Yes.
I like this idea that he pedals and this is like rhino beetle head on the front that kind of raises its head up every pedal, every time the wheel rotates.
I feel like he's got it souped up with like a mini little engine or something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of noise.
Could somebody
All
give
smoke.
me, as you guys are pedaling like crazy down the hill, could one of you, could whoever's keeping a lookout for it, give me a perception roll for the goose?
I think Henry's most panicked, so I'll take that one. Is it just a normal test?
For you, it's a 2d6, that's right.
Ooh, here we go. How's a 3 and a 2 suit you?
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right for Henry.
So, unfortunately, you forgot that your friend Henri had advantage on that roll and would have been much better to roll it.
Oh, I knew that, but I don't really care about the stuff.
Yeah. He's purely a chaos gremlin.
So the three of you take off in the direction the goose has gone. You lose track of it for long enough that it gets a decent lead on you. But you see, not only has it left the Good Barrel estate, it is now heading towards the cliffs that overlook the mist.
Oh no, it's heading for the cliffs that overlook the mist.
So,
Pedal harder.
I want to see if you guys get there quick enough to catch a glimpse of what happens next. So if you could each give me a speed roll. Henri, again, you've got advantage in that to roll 3d6. Everyone else roll 2d6. To see
4
who
and a
gets the
2.
best.
Classic failure.
A 2 and a 1, so that's the character I'm playing. Okay.
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 I believe
failure.
Xavier needs
The
new
one
dice.
Henry and Xavier are friends.
Yeah.
Losers together. La, la. Henri, how did you go?
I got a 6, 4, and 3.
Cool. So you kind of with your two wheel superiority, take off towards the cliff edge and see the goose kind of wandering around.
I really want a T-shirt that says that 2-wheel superiority.
Wait 10 seconds. Connor will have a meme for it in the Discord chat shortly, I'm sure. But Henri gets there just enough time to see the goose stop, look him square in the eyes, look like it's about to hiss, and then an eagle shoots down out of the sky, grabs it, scarf trailing.
Grabs the goose. Oh my god, that poor goose.
Scarf trailing behind it, and it takes off along the mountain's edge to where presumably its nest is.
It's going to be like a Russian doll situation. They just think bigger and bigger things to just eat the crap.
I mean, I'd say spoilers, but kind of.
Yeah, I think as Henry and Xavier pull up to where Henri is, we just look up. Henri, was that the scarf just taking off in the other direction?
No, that was an eagle that went in that direction.
Okay, I thought I saw that it was holding the goose when the goose was holding the scarf. But if I didn't see that, we're all good. Okay, where's the
No,
scarf?
you did see that. You did see that. Eagles love shiny things, and they love things that sway in the wind.
Yeah, it kind of
Oh,
it did get loose.
um, okay, cool. All right, nobody panic. All right,
If you breathe
good.
faster, more often, you will stop
Yeah, yeah.
panicking.
I stopped trying to get enough air. I can't feel like I haven't got enough, so I just take
Just keep
really
breathing,
quick
but
breathes
yeah,
into
you get
session. I should be able to catch up to what I'm. I think he's just hyperventilating and gently passes out.
This would be a good time to test my tricycle prototype that I've got. I've got these little wings that come out, and I can try to fly up to the eagle and get it.
Henry's unconscious at this point.
I swear to God, if
Oh,
this critically fails, this might be the end of your character.
You
I
know
will
what? You
allow
know
it
what? I can live with that.
with death on the
Xavier,
table.
I don't know if that's
Triple ones.
hang on there, buddy.
It's all right. It's not like we're near the cliff.
Exactly.
So remind me what successes are in this again.
So you need to beat a 5 or a 6 under normal circumstances on any of the dice.
Well, good news. I got a 4,
Yeah.
4, a 2, and a 2. So
Anyway, you can suck. I can suck harder.
end of
Just because
character.
I
What a
love
great
the
character.
idea of you
Bye.
like just because I love the idea of you partially succeeding, here's my offer to you.
Okay.
You will take off,
Okay.
you'll reach the nest, and then I decide what happens.
Deal.
All right. So you activate you start pedaling like crazy. You light the spark that leads to the rocket boosters, which are basically just fireworks that you've clamped to the side to the back of your tricycle.
Oh dear
You
God.
press the lever that unfurl these like balsa wood wings.
Balsa wood, yes.
You find an unlikely ramp and take off and are dead on target. There's this moment where you're kind of somebody's painted like a mural of the moon and you like silhouette against this mural and an ET homage that I'm self-inserting into this moment.
Yeah.
And then you land but as you kind of like reaching for this eagle's nest along the cliff edge like further up the mountain your straps let go on the bike. They weren't you weren't strapped in properly, so the bike plummets Acme style.
Oh,
but
no.
you continue forward and land in the nest.
I love it.
You see glittering there the scarf in question. The eagles kind of deposited it and then flown off. They like nested with it a little bit. They had
Okay,
enough
that's
time to
good.
kind of
There's no eagle in there
poke
to
it
eat
in.
me. Okay.
I didn't say there was no eagle. The mama bird is gone, but there's 3 little eaglings or eaglets.
Oh.
And they're all kind of like chip chip, and it's like they're too small to hurt you, but they're definitely trying. Like they're just like trying to like nibble on your fingers and stuff like that.
Excellent opportunity to learn more about eagles. I'm gonna get my book out and I'm gonna write. Ooh, it thinks.
Henry, you come to by the time
I wake
just
several hours
enough
later
time.
in a daze.
You wake up just enough time to miss the spectacular event, but you see Xavier kind of like, "Hello, I'm up here, up in the top of the tree.
Oh,
I require some assistance."
so the tree is somewhat close to where we are. Is that what we're saying?
Well, sorry, not a tree. It's like the mountain edge. Like it's kind
Oh,
of like
good.
scooped up, and it's way up high. Sorry,
Good.
not the tree.
Good. So, Henry, I think I'm dreaming. It looks like Xavier's all the way up there on the side of the cliff. Oh, what a crazy day. Oh, I am dreaming. Henry's been stunned to silence.
Yeah, you are dreaming. There is
Oh, good. Good.
not really
So,
sure how to deal with this.
Well, the trick is if you recognize you're in a dream, you can do whatever you want. And And I just have to go up and meet him. And Henry starts flapping his arms, and I shall fly towards Xavier. I will be with him momentarily.
As he
And-
sort of runs forward, I'll just slowly pick him up.
It's working, Henry. I'm flying. I'm
Like Titanic.
flying.
Dropping on his face.
Oh, God. Wow. The dirt tastes much more realistic than I would have thought. Uh, and that hurts my teeth. I didn't realize you could get hurt in dreams either.
That's okay because this is a dream, Henry, and you can't really get hurt in dreams. But what we got to do is we gotta dream up the best way to get your scarf back, your mum's scarf.
Oh God, the scarf is missing here too.
Yeah, this is okay. It's okay, Henry. So, you can't really get hurt in dreams. So, should but it's a good way to work out sort of what to do next, right?
Well,
So
if I can't
perhaps you
get
should go
hurt,
home
then
and tell your mom and see how
no,
that turns out.
that's a nightmare I don't want to experience. I think the best option is to climb up the other side of the mountain, and since I'm invincible, I'll just leap from the top of the mountain into where Xavier is, and I'll pick him up, and then you can just catch us at the bottom.
Yeah,
Flawless.
that sounds like a good idea.
I love it. I mean, you won't get hurt, and I won't get hurt, and Xavier might not even know it's a dream. I mean, we can play a prank on him. We're tricksters like that, Yes, that's the Henry voice, and he kind of does that little, shoulder punchy thing, like and, hits you 3 times in the arm lightly.
Oh, he's really built up a strong arm there, Henry.
Yeah. I dreamt I had muscles. All right. Well, if it's okay with you, are you okay with that plan?
Sounds like a great plan.
All right. So I want to try and find a way to the top of the mountain above the eagle's nest. Is there an accessible route that way?
I'm just going to give it to you. Like you could kind of like go in a circle, like a bit of a circle route, and kind of come up
Toil up the mountain.
Top.
Great.
So there is a substantial drop between where you are and where Xavier is.
I'm imagining the top of Mount Crumpet from the Grinch. It's got that giant hook.
Yeah, like it is that kind of like, yeah, that's exactly right. This like weird little hooky thing. And then you can see below you, Xavier's, he's got your mum's scarf, and he keeps on getting like pecked by these eagles who think he's just a gnome-shaped pile of worm.
Okay, Xavier, you see me up here?
I'm a little busy at the moment. Ow! Ow!
It's fine. I'm going to grab you on my way past, and Henry will catch us. Hi, Henry. Henry waves back.
Hi.
It's good.
I see
All right.
many holes in this plan, but I'm willing to try.
That's the spirit.
And could I please get Henry and Xavier to do a quick perception check to see if anything else needs to be noted? Henri, unfortunately, from the bottom, you can't see anything.
A 1 and a 4.
Excellent.
I got a 6. Yes.
Yay! It's possible.
I finally did something useful.
Which is good because you're the one closest to the danger, which is some type of large snake has slithered its way into the nest in an effort to try and eat the eaglets, and you're not sure if it's poisonous or not.
You can get snilk from snakes.
We'll milk it later.
No.
Don't worry, it won't
No.
bite. We're dreaming.
We're in a world of my imagination, and I'm drawing that line
I think
here.
it's my dream. I can hear the GM.
Yeah, so I've got hold of the scarf, do I?
So you have the scarf. You can see the snake kind of like slithering its way up along the mountainside and into the nest. You've got the like if you'd have failed the roll, basically, it would have snuck up on you.
Okay.
But because you saw it, you've had a chance to see it coming.
Now, can you explain your plan again on Henry?
Don't worry, we're dreaming. All I'm going to do is jump past you, and then you have to grab onto me, and Henry will catch us at the bottom. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
Okay, I want to get out of here. There's a snake here. There's a snake. Okay, I'm running. Catch me.
Don't
Catch
worry,
me.
it
Catch
won't
me.
hurt you.
I'm gonna
Uh,
run.
So standing up on the top of the cliff, Henry braces himself, gets a run up and leaps out, star jump style as a space jumper, and he's flying straight towards the nest. Grab on, David!
Catch me. Catch me.
All right.
And so we leapt past.
I'm gonna allow for a 2d6 roll from either of you to grab the other. So
Oh, good lord.
only one of you rolls, but they
I,
need to
th- I think
succeed.
Henry should roll because
All right.
that just
I got
it's
this.
his story. It's his story.
We got this. I'm taking advantage. Is that what you said? Or
No.
I don't get disadvantage because an ally is in the same zone as me.
There's no disadvantage. It's a standard 2d6 roll.
I
But to see if
succeeded
you...
with my 2 and a 3.
Oh,
Boy, is
I haven't
that dictating the
I haven't
narrative?
rolled a 5 or a 6 this entire session.
It's so your backstory.
Yeah, that is. It's perfectly explaining as to why Henry is the way that he is.
so how does falling damage work in this world?
So
Don't worry, Henry will catch me.
So here's the question, Henry. You grab on to Xavier hard enough to yank them out of the tree.
Oh, awesome.
However, you then lose your grip, and you're both kind of like temporarily free falling. You've got the defender trait. You can cushion Xavier's fall.
I will do that. Activating my defender trait is what I do. Like, don't worry, I know this is a dream.
how big is the what was it again? The item.
The scarf. It's
Scarf.
just like a shawl scarf. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to break. It's too thin.
Yeah,
it's like it can be carried around by a goose. It's not strong enough to break any fall.
That's fine.
What I would like to do, be with if I'm going to flavor this defender trait, is I'd like to grab Xavier and then push him towards Henry on the ground, so that Henry can catch Xavier and I'll take the blow from the foot ground. But I'm not going to worry because I'm invincible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just me here anymore, because when I realized Henry was actually going through it, I gathered some of the adults from the village. Being like, hey,
you're gonna want to see
believe
this.
what's happening right now. That
you won't believe what this
good
idiot's up to
child.
now. Is that what we're doing?
Sorry, what was that?
You won't believe what this idiot's up to now. Is that what you've run
like
off
that
and done?
Goodbower kid is crazy. He's trying to jump off the mountain and fly.
He thinks everything's a dream.
I like the idea of you've gone to do that and are not back in time, and that's why they failed. So you've gone to like see what this idiot's up to. They landed while you're like on your way back, going, "Oh, guys, I was almost back."
I
Henry,
like that. I like that.
Henry, you in your rush, kind of grab onto Xavier and break his fall. So you take 2 points of damage while Xavier takes none.
Awesome.
Wow. I can't believe we survived that. Okay.
Dreams hurt. Coughs up blood.
And but just as part of that failure as well, Xavier's no longer carrying the scarf.
Oh dear.
God.
Where did it go? Do we see it?
Xavier,
can you roll to see if you can spot it?
where's the scarf?
I've got the scarf right. Oh.
I got a 6, a 5, and a 5 to watch it.
Oh my
It's floating
God.
away.
I got a 2 and a 1 in my search for the scarf.
I've got all the useful roles, but I'm not going to spend them on doing anything useful at all.
So in character. I feel immersed. So Henri, as you're kind of like coming back with this like couple of villagers like who just want to see what that idiot kid's up to, you spot the scarf, tumble away in the wind and eventually land right next to a young lady who's reading a book on like near the edge of the cliff. And she kind of like curiously picks it up and holds it.
Well, I'm going to obviously rush over and make sure Henry and Xavier are still alive, because Henry still owes me money from that bet that we made several weeks ago. And be like, wow, you guys, you actually did it.
Yeah. Henry raises a thumb up and it's broken.
Don't,
It's
don't
okay.
worry. Don't worry, Henry. I've got a new medical gadget that can help.
Oh, that's good. And there's no risk to trying it either.
No, just count to 10. You'll be fine.
What?
Just for those who may not that may not be able to do the maths, Henry's on 1 hit point. So let's find out how well this device works.
The device is
25%
plot armor.
We might be about to
failure.
cause a paradox.
No, this is where Henry discovers that he has the Die Hard feat.
Oh, I got a 5.
Nice. What does this device do? What does it look like? This medical device.
Well, it's like a little tiny rhinoceros beetle, and it's got these. It's got like wrapped in this bandage type thing. Well, in a bandage, and it goes up to his thumb, and it like quickly like wraps his thumb in bandages. That's all it does. I mean, I could have just wrapped his thumb in bandages, but
No, I've got one of those cartoon, bandage thumbs that's about twice the size of my head.
yeah,
Bandages.
exactly.
It feels a little better.
Prototype works. Excellent.
Well, I'm glad you managed to wake up from that dream, Henry. You were sleeping for a
Oh.
while.
I'm awake.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a tumble when you when the scarf flew off, but it landed next to that girl over there.
Oh God. Henry tries to push himself up, realizing he's thumb's broken and shoulders dislocated, but he's fine. One health lives forever.
Buddy, let me help you up.
Thank you, Henry. You've always been a true friend. More blood. Excuse me. I gotta go to see. And then he starts hobbling over to this girl sitting at the bench.
Yep. So she seems only a little bit older than you, but the only detail you remember when you kind of think back to this moment all the years later is just how blue her eyes were. I saw what you did. You're very brave.
I mean, I try. My brother's braver, but I do what I can. That scarf that you've got there, do you mind if I had it back? It's kind of important to me.
I'm sorry. Here you go. And she kind of goes to throw it to you. This goes. I'm not going to even let you roll for this one because it goes as well as the dice would let you go for you, which is you fail this completely. And the scarf begins its journey in you at this point and takes off. I'll narrate a little bit here. So you guys kind of like see the scarf heading back towards home. The wind has changed direction, is heading back towards the Good Barrel estate. The three of you bike/trike up, depending on your appropriate vehicles.
Wasn't mine destroyed?
Ow.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're dinking on Lee's bike.
On the back of his bike.
You pass by the wreckage of this flaming tricycle on your way back to the Good Barrel estate. And you get there just at enough time to see Dimitri glistening as he just finished his workout in the yards. Except save for like 2 or 3 of the village keys hanging around his neck.
One day I'll get a key.
As he recognizes his mother's scarf and picks it up, kind of gives it a shake, and magically it's as good as new because we're in the narrative section. And he kind of quickly folds it up and gives it to your mum. It's having been perfectly dried in all its journey. And she gives you, possibly heartbreakingly, she gives Dimitri this little pat on the head.
All right, well, I guess we can at least try and finish off the washing. And I think we go back to the clothesline, and because there was no pegs, they've all just blown on the ground and they're completely covered in mud now.
And you can see the lady, but the Henri Budlison's mum, standing there, wooden spoon in hand, And then she beckons. Because she only has authority over young Henri, beckons him over for a thorough thrashing before we kind of fade to black.
Oh, it wasn't me. Backed us off on this quest.
Henry,
Stop your lying, you filthy child! Come here, whack, whip, whack.
I just imagine this scene of, all three of us, sitting on the side of the fence, holding ice cubes to different parts of our body that are all wounded and damaged.
Amazingly, Xavier is not damaged at all after that.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
As usual, Henry was the only one who got hurt. And that's the end of the background for Henry.
Wow, that checks out in every way possible.
Every way possible.
Wow. That was...
As usual, I hope you guys had fun as you got this little
that's ridiculous.
window on how
I'm
I
so glad that
it.
my roles were terrible. I mean, it just really, I would have been more upset, I think, if I rolled really well for his childhood. And then, so instead of playing Henry in the future, who's just so much crappier compared to what he was, whereas the childhood, he was really bad. And now I get occasional 6 or 5.
Yeah, I can't believe I managed to just all of the 6s.
You rolled like the only successes, pretty much.
The most worthless actions ever.
I'm going to round up people to laugh at Henry.
Yeah.
I charge tickets. You
I mean,
come back with this wad of money.
That wasn't my intention. It was more that it was like,
I just profited from it.
Help! Come help Henry. He's jumped.
I mean, this story was all a lesson on belief, because Xavier is actually much less competent than Henry, but he believes he is very competent. So Henry just needs to believe in himself.
Henry's just gullible. That's his problem.
That too. But,
that's good. Well, yeah, we did things. I'm proud of most of us.
Well, I hope you all had fun.
Very much so.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
all I could imagine being characterized. How did Henry become Henry? By constantly failing.
Yeah.
Well, in failure you learn. In success, not so much. Henry's a learner. He just has L plates constantly.
And Henry has a good soul. That's what's important.
All right then. Well, I guess we'll sign off and do our thing for our next episode. Get ready for that.
Shall.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff's gonna go down. Terrible things.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate the adventure. And gents, thanks for bringing Henry's history to life.
Anytime. Bye.
See ya.